curious minds, welcome to Project Silence Prodigy, your one stop solution for all your project management needs. I'm Govind, a certified PMP. Today's lesson is all about understanding what drives your project team to give their best. Yes, we are diving into motivational theories in project management. Whether you are leading a construction team or software team, knowing what motivates people is key to project success. In this lesson, we will explore four foundational motivational theories that every project manager should know. Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the ladder of human motivation. Hirschberg's motivation hygiene theory, what truly satisfies versus what simply prevents dissatisfaction. McGregor's theory X and Y, two very different views of team behavior. And McClelland's achievement motivation theory, how power, affiliation, and achievement drive different personalities. So let's get started. Maslow's theory of hierarchical needs. Psychologist Abraham Maslow gave one theory for the team motivation. He defined that human motivation is driven by a hierarchy of needs, starting from basic survival up to personal growth. According to Maslow, people are motivated to fulfill the most basic needs first. Only when those needs are satisfied, they move to higher level needs. If we see this pyramid here, physiological needs come first as a base of the pyramid. These are the basic needs for human survival, like food, water, shelter, and sleep. For example, in a construction project, basic needs like clean drinking water should be readily available on site to keep the workers hydrated throughout the day. Adequate food and meal breaks should be provided to help maintain their energy levels. Proper shelter and designated rest areas must be set up, particularly in harsh weather conditions, to allow workers a safe place to relax and recharge. There should be clean and functional sanitation facilities, including toilets and washing areas for all personnel involved in the project. Second ladder is safety needs, physical safety, job security, health insurance. Once physiological needs are met, people seek safety, physical safety, job security, and health benefits. Physical safety means hazard free work environment through proper safety gear, regular training, and strict adherence to safety protocols. Job security is provided through clear contracts and fair employment practices. And health insurance or medical support helps workers feel stable and cared for. When these aspects are addressed, it builds trust, reduces anxiety, and allows team members to focus on their task with more confidence. Third layer is social need or belonging. Friendship, family, team bonding, inclusion. Humans need to feel part of a group through friendship, team bonding, and inclusion. In a project, it is all about creating a sense of teamwork, inclusion, and mutual respect among team members. And this can be achieved by encouraging open communication, collaboration, and supportive relationships at the workplace. When team members feel they belong, it boosts morale, cooperation, and overall project success. Next level in ladder is team needs. Need for recognition, respect, and self confidence. As project managers, we can satisfy this by appreciating good work, assigning responsibility, and celebrating achievements. When people feel respected and valued for their work, it enhances their motivation, performance, and commitment to project goals. At the top of the pyramid is self actualization. It is the need to grow, learn, and fulfill one's full potential. Encourage your team members to take ownership, innovate, or even lead parts of the project to reach this level. When people are empowered to grow and express their abilities, they feel fulfilled and deeply engaged in the project success. Next up is psychologist Herzberg's motivation hygiene theory, also known as the two-factor theory of motivation. This theory tells us something very important. The things that satisfy us at work are different from the things that dissatisfy us. In other words, removing dissatisfaction doesn't mean people will be satisfied. Both aspects must be managed separately: hygiene factors and motivational factors. Hygiene factors, these are the basics known as dissatisfiers also. Their absence causes dissatisfaction, but their presence doesn't necessarily motivate people to perform better, like salary, job security, company policies, and working environment. Let's take one example here. Suppose if your site engineer doesn't get paid on time, or your office has poor working condition or unclear policies, that will demotivate them. But even if you fix those, it doesn't automatically mean they will go to the extra mile. To motivate them, you have to focus on motivational factors or satisfiers. Motivational factors. So these are the factors that truly motivate people to perform better. They are linked to the nature of the work and opportunities for growth, like advancement, recognition, engagement, achievement, growth, and learning. When your team gets recognized for hitting a milestone or is given responsibility to lead a task, they feel motivated and more engaged with the project. McGregor's theory X and Y. Let's now talk about a motivational theory that's more about the manager's mindset than the employee's behavior. This theory outlines two very different assumptions that managers can hold about their team members. And guess what? Whichever assumption you believe in, it shapes your entire leadership style. Theory X keeps authoritarian view. It assumes that people dislike work, avoid responsibility, lack ambition, and must be controlled, directed, or even threatened to get the job done. Managers who think this way, they micromanage their team, impose strict rules, and keep tight supervision. While theory Y keeps participative view. It assumes that people enjoy their work, are self-motivated, accept responsibilities, and seek opportunities to grow and contribute creatively. Managers with this mindset believe in empowering the team, giving them freedom, encouraging innovation, and involving them in decision making. McGregor's theory teaches us the way you see your team affects how you lead them. If you expect the worst, you may create a demotivated team. But if you expect the best and empower them, you often get extraordinary results. The last theory we will discuss today is McClelland's achievement motivation theory, also known as the three needs theory. This theory suggests that all people are driven by three dominant needs, but the strength of each need varies from person to person. Need for achievement. People with high achievement needs are goal oriented, take calculative risk, and prefer tasks where success depends on their effort. They love challenges, but only if success is within reach. For example, a team member with high need for achievement might volunteer to solve technical challenges or lead task completion tracking. Second is need for affiliation. These individuals seek harmonious relationships. They like to be liked, enjoy group activities, and often avoid conflict. In a project, they are great team players. The team member with high need for affiliation might smoothen team communication and resolve interpersonal issues. The third one is need for power. These people want to influence others and control outcomes. Power driven people may either use this positively by leading teams or negatively by controlling for personal gain. A team member with strong need for power might push to lead daily toolbox talks or want to represent the team in stakeholder meetings. Understanding these needs helps project manager to delegate tasks better, motivate the team more effectively, and build trust. McClelland's theory reminds us one size doesn't fit all. Great project managers recognize each team member's dominant need and create an environment where the need becomes a strength. Let me ask you one question. Can you identify which of the three needs drives you the most? Achievement, affiliation, or power? Please write your answer in the comment section. Understanding your own motivation is the first step to leading others. Thanks for staying till the end. If you found these theories useful, leave a comment below on which one you have seen work best in real life projects. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Project Silence Prodigy. Until then, namaste, goodbye, sampai jumpa.